Hi everyone. So the health and fitness app that I found is called Cardiograph, and it's an app to detect heart rate, and it has an educational purpose. So it's meant to be used in schools. So the grade level outcome I chose for this assignment was from Standard 3, Elementary 3, Kindergarten. Recognizes that when you move fast, your heart beats faster and you breathe faster. So in kindergarten physical education, everything has to be simplified. It's a lively environment, but it needs extra attention to detail in every aspect. And that is where this app, Cardiograph, can come into play. So why would someone choose Cardiograph? It doesn't require any individual external devices. So the only device needed is a phone or a tablet, anything with a camera, because it scans your fingertip. So the camera is the part of the device that is being used, and then the screen obviously is showing results. So no additional purchases are needed, no monitors, watches, none of that is needed. It takes quick, simple measurements. After a measurement's taken, you can choose between 3 activity types. You could choose rest, warm-up, or cardio, depending on what level of activity you are doing. And that creates a student understanding of the relation between activity level and heart rate, because they can see the type of number they're getting and the type of activity that is being done. So some of the key features of this app are that it could track individual results of fitness and health. So students can take their individual results and analyze them when needed. They can remember the numbers that they got. It could be used for teachers and students. So a teacher can use it if they want to demonstrate as a whole class. They could use it in station work as a separate part of the station where students can go over to it and collect their heart rate. It is appropriate for ages 4 and up, so that's pre-K and on, which is great. And the main key feature is the finger scanning on the camera that collects the measurement. So it's important to ensure that students are aware of how to place their finger on the camera before they use it, because it can be temperamental if too much pressure is used, or if the students move their finger around. So practice with that would be a good lesson. So downloading the bundle, so it comes separately, but they recommend you buy both. The Cardiograph Classic app is 99 cents, and the regular Cardiograph app is $1.99, which I think super affordable. For a teacher, you could use your budget. So here's a video on how to download the bundle. In the App Store on Apple phones, you type in Cardiograph, and it will bring you to this second option here with the bright red icon. And over there, you'll see the pictures of the app, and you see the Cardiograph Health Bundle. If you click on that, you can then get both apps in the bundle that they recommend you getting. So they make it easy for you to know which apps are in their bundle. So Cardiograph Classic, the 99 cent one, this is an overview of this app. So you can create profiles. My profile was already in there, but this is an example of how to create a new profile. You save it and you can record heart rate by using the back camera on the device. That's important, not the front camera, the back camera. It collects the measurement for you. You could see it working, and then eventually it will stop and submit the final measurement right here, and it records the date and time for you as well. So analysis of the Cardiograph Classic app. So this picture here shows a visual of what the display looks like. It can be interesting to children because it kind of looks like a machine, an older machine that they're using rather than just an iPhone device or an iPad device. It has the ability to create profiles, which is good because you can keep students' history on there. It can take a bit long to complete the measurement though, so it may not be ideal for big classes. This Cardiograph Classic app seems to be a bit older than the next one I'll show you. For big classes, it might be tough because the students might have a hard time waiting for their measurement to be collected, and then it'll just be a distraction. So Cardiograph, the second app, if I play here, this is what the display looks like, a little more modern. If you go into history, you can see the history. And over here, it says you can import and sync profiles from the other app. So I've synced those two profiles. And then you can see the history from those profiles. So here you press start and you place your finger on the back camera again. This one's a bit more simplified looking. You see the big number right there in front of you and it tells you when it's ready. Then on the bottom over here you see the type of activity you could choose. So you could choose rest, warm up, or cardio. I was resting, so I chose rest and I saved it. And that is a very easy way for students to see their number, see their activity type, and then go back to their activity. So analysis of this second Cardiograph app, it's the newer app in the bundle. So it has a clear, clean display, it's more modern, it's easy for students to understand. It takes little to no time to complete the measurement, less than 10 seconds, which is great for class because students can go over to the device, take their heart rate, and then go back. You can sync profiles from the Cardiograph Classic if needed. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. And it allows students, again, to choose their activity type. So final thoughts about this app, Cardiograph. Again, focusing on the second app, that's the one I would choose in the bundle. So allowing students to choose their activity type after seeing the measurement also allows them to analyze the connection between the two. So they can understand that when they're resting, their heart rate will be lower, and that when they choose cardio, they should be seeing a higher number than what they saw during their rest time. So the ability to scan your finger on the device, the device's camera, is a great tool because it makes everything super easy for the students. Again, simplified for kindergarten. Great for use in station work or incorporated into a whole class warm-up or lesson. So I think this is a tool that could be used really in any type of lesson, any part of the lesson also. It could be used the warm-up, instant activity, closure, anything. It can create an organization for students to scan their finger before class starts. So during activities and after activities, creates a way for assessment also. So you can use checks for understanding, and exit slips can guide student assessment in relation to the outcome. So that was my analysis of the Cardiograph app to be used in physical education.